Hello everyone, Warren here. Today is the quote unquote ice storm that I spoke about in the Woodstock video. Um, Gotta say it's been rather disappointing. It's raining right now, and we did have some freeze over, but I figured I'd still show you guys around. What did freeze over. Behind me, we have a bamboo forest in our yard, and it's drooping pretty well. Here, let me give you a better look at that. So this is part of our bamboo here, and you can just tell it's drooping because of the weight of some of the ice that's frozen over, and you know still not a ton of ice around. You can see the yard here, and our driveway is pretty clear. And I'm not trying to say, oh, everybody overreacted, because of course, all most of the businesses are closed today. Our church was canceled. It is Sunday. Temperatures teetering right around freezing. So, abundance of caution. I can't fault anybody, but it's still a little disappointing. You like having a little bit of fun if you're going to have a snow day. It's kind of like, you're anticipating something so hyped up, and then it's not much of anything. It's kind of like when Spider-Man 3 came out, with the one with Tobey Maguire and Venom. That was hyped up and very disappointing. But anyways, back on topic here. So you can see some frost in the grass here. It's gonna rain, freeze, and have freezing rain throughout the day, but it's not gonna be anything substantial from what I gather. And this is my truck here. You can see it's pretty well frozen over, glazed over. You have some icicles down here, already dripping, so I anticipate this melting pretty quickly. You can see the windshield is very much frozen over. You have the icicles on the rear view mirror here, or the side mirrors. And of course the windshield wipers are frozen solid. Got some icicles on the hood here. I'm sure this isn't too impressive, especially to people from the north, but again, we don't get a ton of this. And they did already cancel school. It was yesterday, on Saturday, they announced school was canceled for Monday. And again, abundance of caution, but again, still disappointing. There's not more, at least winter beauty to observe, or go out and enjoy. Got some icicles on the tire here too. That's interesting. Now, one thing, it doesn't look like it's quite as frozen over the yard here, but when you walk through it, you can actually hear it crunching. You can see some ice being kicked up too. This is our other vehicle here, and just like my truck, it's has a nice glaze on it of ice. And we're not planning on going anywhere today anyways. Like I said, most things are closed, but this would take a while to defrost still. All right, I'm on my back deck now, and going to show you guys something that I haven't really shown off my yard a whole lot. I'm going to show you guys something that in the South is a double threat. I would compare this almost, if I have to get nerdy about it, think about the Decepticons teaming up with the Empire from Star Wars, or the Borg from Star Trek assimilating the Romulans and having a double threat here, or in Pokemon, Team Rocket says, prepare for trouble, make it double. I'm going to show you something we have here in my yard that's very invasive along those same lines. Now here it is, this whole big mess here. So I mentioned that we have a bamboo forest in our yard. That bamboo, if you don't know, is very invasive. It's very hard to get rid of. And then on top of that, we have kudzu, which, you know, if you're from the South, you know what a pain kudzu is. So not only do we have bamboo and kudzu, we have bamboo wrapped in kudzu. And that's what you're seeing here, and it looks much worse and droopy because of the, you know, the light sheet of ice that's on it. And, you know, we do our best to trim it back all the time, you know, every year, more in the summer, you know, spring, fall, but it always comes back. And, you know, maybe eventually one day we'll get rid of it all, but you can see kind of the impacts of the ice on it. We have our umbrella here on the back deck, and of course it's frozen. This is our grill with the cover on. Now, I'm not exactly sure what the heck happened here. I guess the wind maybe kicked up and blew it up and over, and now it's kind of frozen in place, which is kind of cool. You know, you got some icicles hanging off of it, but kind of interesting how that stopped there, you know, again, kind of frozen in place. All right, we have this little garden here, not garden, but you know, little box where we have a couple plants. And now this is kind of pretty, you know, probably the prettiest thing I've seen out here is you have this layer of ice, and like you even have these flowers here that are frozen over. Now, to be clear, I'm not trying to make light of anyone in this winter storm that hit most of the southeast and above. It's just our area, at least exactly where I live. You know, just a little disappointed. We would have liked to have seen more, especially since we were prepared for it at home. Of course, we knew snow probably wasn't coming, but you know, a little bit more iciness, you know, a little bit more more wintry mix would have been a little bit more enjoyable. But of course, you know, I know people in other areas of Georgia and of course the country were hit much harder, and you know, I hope everybody's safe, and you know, and I wish them all the best, and our prayers and thoughts are with them if they lost power or were hit much harder, of course. So nothing to make light of. It's just you know, our area, we're all ready to hunker down, and you know, it didn't kind of didn't quite hit expectations, but still nice to have an at-home day, and you know, the kids get a day off of school tomorrow, so that's good on them. And there's a chance it could still refreeze later today with some more freezing mix coming, and of course overnight. Anyways, this is going to be a little bit of a shorter video. Again, couldn't really get out to film much of anything simply because everything's closed for the most part, with a few exceptions. But anyways, thank you for watching this video, and of course, any other videos out there that I've put up. You know, if you enjoyed this video, I ask that you please leave a like and possibly subscribe for future videos so you know that they're coming up. And I do have some shorts up out there. You know, I love my long form videos, but if you need to just kill some time, there's some shorts out there if you like to watch those. But anyways, again, thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day. Stay safe and warm, and God bless.